Morning. Yes, we're back with another rider, another episode today. We have a lovely lady, and she's been in the cadets. So obviously there's a sentimental military attachment for myself from her, but she's going to tell us about life in the cadets and her career, you could say, in the cadets. Nice to have you here today.
Thank you for having me. So I was in cadets from the age of 13 to about 18. It was in the Sea Cadets, so yeah, that you have the Army Cadets, Air Cadets, and then Sea Cadets. So I was part of that one, and it was really fun because in the summer we'd be able to go out on the boats and then go out on the water, and in the winter we'd practice on drill and actually competed in competitions, which we actually made it to, with a colour party, made it to nationals as well, and came second, but not far off from first. So we were really proud of that. But I think our unit specifically didn't make it to nationals for 30 odd years, so we did do all right.
Why did you join the cadets?
I wanted to originally join the Navy, and I thought it'd be a brilliant kind of progression to go from cadets to then actually joining up in the military. Was your father ex-military or your mother? No, but my dad actually works for the Navy sometimes. He works on like big air conditioning units, so that they'll bring him in to look after submarines and stuff like that.
Okay. Oh, so did you get to go in the submarines?
I have been in a couple. HMS Torbay was one of them, and I can't remember the other one actually.
I'm envious. I've never been in a
submarine
before.
They're quite cramped, especially the T-class ones, because people had to share bunks. So yeah.
When you say share bunks, they're doing the hotbed?
Yeah, hotbed. So 12 hours on, 12 hours off.
Okay. So do you want to explain what hotbed is to the audience?
Yeah. So 12 hours you'll be on shift. So while those 12 hours are going on, there'll be another person who's off their 12-hour shift, and they'll go and sleep in that bed. And then once you come off your shift, then you go and hop into that bed as well after that person then goes on to work.
So the bed is constantly
being used, yeah.
Have you hot-bedded before in the Navy?
No, I haven't, though.
Have you been in a submarine that's been on the move?
No. Always been alongside.
Okay, always been alongside.
Mm-hmm.
What's the thing you loved about the cadets the most?
I think it was the community kind of feel about it, because we obviously got really close to each other. We'd go away on weekends, and it was just a really nice group to be around. We all kind of similar thinking, all really wanted to be in like the military, so it was a good atmosphere.
That's good. So was there lots and lots of kids there, because you come from Cornwall, yeah?
Devon,
sorry.
Yeah. Which
is further, Devon or Cornwall, away from London?
Cornwall's right at the bottom.
Right at the bottom?
Yeah.
Okay. Probably should know that. I'm a Londoner, so I'm excused. Okay. So were there like hundreds of kids there?
No. There was probably about, the most we had in our unit was maybe 30 of us.
Really?
Yeah, there wasn't loads.
You come from a village?
It's a town.
A town?
Yeah.
On the coast?
On the coast.
Okay. So you're an avid swimmer?
Yeah, I love swimming. We used to, with the cadets actually, I went to swimming competitions as well. Also made it to nationals. And I just remember coming back with loads of medals.
So you was a swimming competition in the cadets,
yeah.
And you was competing against other cadet units.
Uh-huh.
So there's a, what you call it, like a whole ranking of...
Yeah, so you'll have...
A league of...
Yeah, you have your district, or county, then district, and then nationals as a whole.
Did you ever consider going on swimming for the country?
No, I didn't. In the Sea Cadets was kind of enough.
The Sea Cadets, okay.
Yeah.
So was you swimming in swimming pools or the...
Swimming pools, yeah.
Did you do, in the Marines we did the Dunker drills. Did you ever do Dunker drills?
Dunker drills?
The helicopter?
No.
Especially you're probably a bit young.
Yeah, no. We did do, because we went to HMS Raleigh quite a lot, and we did do this one where they put you in like a simulator of a ship that's been attacked, then you have to hammer in like these wooden kind of like wedges, wedges. Yeah.
To block the water.
Yes, yeah.
And you put a mattress, you can get a matches and stuff as well.
Oh, I don't remember that. I just remember the wedges.
Did you do sea survival skills?
Did a little bit of that because we did do a trip to the Isles of Scilly for like a week. So we sailed all the way there and then back to Falmouth and then Plymouth.
You say sailed.
Mhm.
Was it like I say? It's actually a sailing vessel.
Not a sailing boat, but it was like a motor one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Did you what other courses and what skills did you learn from cadets?
I went on quite a few courses because I was by the end of it, I was the most senior ranking in my unit then. I think I remember going on like meteorology courses, engineering courses with a couple of those as well. And yeah, and a lot of drill. I remember that. First aid. Yeah.
You first aid, health and safety, things like that?
Did all of that.
Fire drills?
Fire drills, did that.
Okay. So all of those things helped you get jobs. Did you get a job straight after?
Well, I started working part-time when I was 16, on boats actually. There's a ferry that goes from like Torquay to Brixham, so I used to work on those.
To where?
Torquay to Brixham.
Brixham?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you were saying Brixton.
No. So yeah, that was my first job, and then yeah, I've been in part-time jobs ever since. At the moment, I've got 3 part-time jobs on the go.
So the skills of working of the Navy,
Yeah.
cadets, got you that job really.
Yeah, I think that
Swimming,
it gave me
the
confidence.
courses.
Yeah.
Good. I have to ask you this: are you a person who believes in national service?
I think because I lived in Taiwan and you do have national service, I don't think it's for long. I think it might be for like half a year or a year. I do think it probably helps. I wouldn't be opposed to it, personally.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of it. So,
Yeah.
But I'm a fan of national service in two, one in medical, one in military.
Yeah.
So you'd have people who didn't feel they were right for the military, being the medical effect, and people who didn't feel they were right for medical, being the military section.
That's a really good idea, yeah. Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see who goes for what.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do 6 months or a year and all that kind of thing. So, why did you leave cadets?
I turned 18 and that was...
And they said, there's the door.
Yeah.
Thank you for your service.
Yeah.
There's the door.
But I came back as staff for a bit actually. Maybe for a year before I went to uni.
Okay. What was staff like?
Staff was good. Definitely not the same as being an actual cadet. The dynamics of kind of the relationships I had changed with the people there, because it was then, not on like a buddy basis anymore, but the staff.
And they call you staff?
Yeah, so I'd be...
Did the senior ranks welcome you in?
Yeah. Well, I knew them since I was 13, so they all loved me.
Okay, that's good. You build a history.
Yeah. And I'm still in contact with some of them today as well. And actually the mate that I'm staying with, we started cadets together. So we've known each other for about like 10 years through cadets.
So you haven't had... Will you have to do national service in Taiwan? Have you
No.
got a Taiwan passport?
No. I do have a Taiwan passport, but it's only for males. National
Okay.
service, yeah.
Okay. Do you think that's right?
No. I think it should be both. I think especially if we could have like the system you were talking about where you could choose between either military or medical, I think then it definitely should be both male and female.
Yeah. Because especially in this country, that would bring a big relief from the NHS.
Yeah, definitely.
And then what you'd say is that if you're doing that, then if you live on your own, your rent's paid.
Yeah.
So, do you see what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then you have to throw them some kind of money.
Yeah.
In that respect, but
and it gives you a job prospects and experience at the end of it as well.
Mm-hmm. In that respect, okay, that's good. So you were going to join the Navy.
Yep.
What happened?
Well, I tried applying for this this military defence sixth form college when I was 16, trying to go through with the Navy and actually the Air Force as well. But I think I decided in the end, because it was very tailored to engineering specifically, and I wasn't really interested in engineering. So I thought, yeah, I'll go to uni, and then by the end of that I can decide if I want to join up or not.
That's good. What are the life skills that you feel that you would have never have had if you hadn't experienced life in the cadets?
I think confidence is definitely one of them. Being able to talk to people, being able to talk publicly. Yeah, organisational skills. They shaped me really, the cadets, as a person.
And what have you learnt during your time in the cadets that you wish you knew when you started?
I think, to be honest, it'd probably be sometimes you're not going to get along with people, and that's okay. Like, that's absolutely fine. Because I think I didn't know that when I started, and I was trying too hard to please everyone. But now I'm kind of like, if you vibe with me, then you do. If you don't, then that's fine as well. And I do think that is quite important. Important lesson.
Okay. And how have you dealt with those situations?
I think a lot of the time I remove myself from the situation if I feel like this isn't really going anywhere. Because at the end of the day, we've got a limited time here. I don't want to be wasting it.
Yeah, that's good. So you're kind of conflict resolution.
Yeah.
That's good. It's a good thing if you're going for a job interview.
Yeah, definitely.
Isn't it? Conflict resolution. Yeah. So you spoke about drill competitions.
Yeah.
Tell us the purpose of drill, and tell her how has that benefited? How is that?
Well,
what's it all about?
drill is incredibly important to the military, because that's how you move from place to place. It instills discipline in you, and it also, I think, does bond you to your regiment or your unit. It definitely did for us. And yeah, and how it instills, like discipline. It's important because, as a unit, that's how you'd move from point A to point B. So it's basic, really. It's you just need to know it.
And how did you manage? You're dealing with young people. When you became staff, how did you manage these young people? You know, they've got an attitude, opinions.
I think it did help in a way because I'd known them before, and while I was a cadet myself, so we already had a bit of a relationship, like a friendship. I think it was very hard though to to go from a friendship to kind of a
I'm your boss.
I'm your boss kind of thing. But I don't think I really had any like naughty cadets. They were all pretty good.
Thanks a lot for that.
No
I wish you well.
Thank you very much.